If I had told you right after the draft ended that you're going to be a Pro Bowler and an All-Pro, what would you have said in that moment?
I would have been like, you're right. I would have said, you're right. You're absolutely right. I don't think you can achieve something unless you believe it. And me and my wife, we were talking about it. And she asked me what my goal was. And I said I wanted to be All-Pro by any means. If you can't visualize it, then it's not a real goal.
Throws deep over the middle, intercepted. Adrian Phillips.
And now throws quickly over the middle of the field. Popped in the air, intercepted. Adrian Phillips.
Adrian Phillips' passion for football was sparked by his older brother Byron growing up in Garland, Texas. A decorated high school career for Phillips was highlighted by an all-state selection that drew the attention of the Longhorns. The interest was mutual.
The decision to go to Texas was easy. I always wanted to go there. I grew up watching Major Applewhite, Ricky Williams, all those guys, and then when I was in high school, you had Vince, you had Colt. DBU at the time, it was just crazy. So OU and all those other Big 12 schools, SEC schools were looking at me, but I was just waiting on one offer, and as soon as I got it, I jumped on it. DB's money makers.
Phillips was named a team captain during his senior season at Texas. Though he received honorable mention all Big 12 honors, his draft stock was far from cemented entering the 2014 NFL Draft.
That draft, I don't have nightmares about it anymore, but there's times that I still think about it and see like how far I've come from that point in my life.
Welcome to New York. It is time for the NFL Draft.
I thought I was going to be at least a late round guy, somewhere between 5 and 7. And I had teams telling me, that they were really interested in just to keep my phone ready.
The Green Bay Packers select Clinton Dix.
I was sitting there watching it with my parents and you see all those picks go by. You see all those teams that talk to you, not calling your phone, they're calling somebody else. They're taking another safety.
47 players from last year's draft wound up on NFL rosters that didn't get drafted. They were undrafted free agents. It happens every single year, and this, remember, is one of the deepest, most talented drafts that a lot of people in the league have said that they've ever seen.
At the end of the draft, when I didn't get a call, I was upset, but I was like, okay, at least I'll go PFA, priority free agent. And that ended up falling through. So I went from being potentially 5th round to sitting at home for a month. That was the first time I ever really felt defeat.
18 safeties were selected in the 2014 NFL Draft. Another 17 safeties were signed as priority free agents. To say that Phillips was an underdog would be an understatement.
I was part of like 20-plus transactions, and more than half of them were getting cut. A lot of my first 2 years, I sat at home just because I was up and down on the roster, up and down. I really had to self-reflect and really think about what I could do to make myself better and get myself to the position of not being a bubble guy. That's what they call guys who are at the end of the roster.
Of those 35 safeties prioritized above Phillips in the 2014 class, only 8 remained on active NFL rosters in 2018, the same season that Phillips was selected to his first Pro Bowl and All-Pro team. With that success comes new goals for Phillips.
I don't know if anybody's ever done it, All-Pro on defense and special teams, but I want to be the first one to do it if it hasn't been done yet. So that's my next goal, and it's a tough goal to accomplish, but if you ain't shooting for the stars, then what you doing?